What is the vertex? The key is the word vertex here of this vertex form parabola. Well, the key here is to look right there and right there. That's HK. To find your vertex, you simply look at those two numbers. This is your x value, and it's the opposite of negative 7. So the opposite of negative 7 is positive 7 and 6. That is your vertex. It's as simple as that. Just look for it. This is your a value. This tells you some other stuff with related stuff. Problem 2. For problem 2, it's asking for up, down, wide, and narrow. This is where the a value is involved. If we cared about the vertex to this one would be 6, 1. But it's not asking for vertex. It's asking for something else. So if I want to know if it's up or down, what you do is you look at your a value. Since my a value is negative 0.2, you have to think, okay, it's negative. Negative means sad, means it's going down. If it was positive, it would be going up. So this is a sad, or you can say the word down, parabola. Now, ignore the negative. Ignore the negative, look at the 0.2. Is 0.2 less than 1 or greater than 1, or is it 1? Because depending on 1, 1's a normal parabola. Okay, if it's wider graphs are less than 1, narrower graphs are greater than 1. Now think about 0.2, not negative 0.2, but 0.2. Is 0.2 less than 1 or greater than 1? Hopefully you realize it's less than 1. So since 0.2 is less than 1, since that's less than 1, we know the graph is going to be wide. So it's down and it's wide. That's all you put for this particular problem. So it's rather straightforward. And then the last one, you have two parabolas. You're going from one parabola to another, and you're looking at how it translates. Now you have to think back at geometry. You have translations, you have movement. And so what we're going to do is, for me, we're going to make a visual of this by making a quick little graph. Now, I'm going to graph the first one. The vertex is negative 2, 3, meaning I'm going to go negative 2, and then I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3. So I got a parabola with my vertex at negative 2, 3. That's my first graph. I'm going to label it my first. Now, from that graph, I'm going to go to another point. Another graph, this one. The vertex of this graph is 4, negative 2. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, negative 2. That is 4, negative 2. That is my other parabola. And so simply the question is asking, how do we get from this red one to this second one, which is blue? What is the movement? Just directions, left, right, up, down, so forth. So for this one, what we notice is, okay, how far over did I go? Right there. What do I get from a negative 2 to a 4, or you can just count the ticks. Hopefully you know from negative 2 to 4 means that's a distance of 6. And hopefully you know that's to the right. So we went to the right 6. So you simply write the word right 6. And then next is, how do we get from here down? Well, we went down how far? Well, if that's 3 high, and this is negative 2, so from 3 to negative 2, hopefully you can count that as 5. It's a little hard with graphs without graph paper, but I went down 5. So you write the word down 5. Simply, that's your answer. You're describing how you got from your first parabola to your second parabola. That's all it's asking for. Now, you focus on your vertices to see where your parabolas are located.